Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today I have a stock analysis on NIO Inc. as well as CCIV. And if you've been watching the channel for the past week, we've been going over these two stocks quite a bit. And I think today I have some really interesting plays that I want to go over with you guys. I really think you guys should know this. It's pretty valuable information for what I think about these two stocks moving forward. But before we get into that, why don't you guys go ahead, give a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications so you know whenever we come out with a new video. And also I have my Instagram linked down below if you guys would be interested in following that. I post whenever we put out new videos and anything that's going on with the channel. But getting into it, we first have NIO Inc. We are here on the daily chart on TradingView, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I already have lines set up at the beginning of the video, which is kind of key. So these lines I still have up from the last time we went over NIO, and these lines are key supports and resistance lines that we created to show where we think the price could head and where we were going to plan our entry and exit points. So this line in particular is very, very important, and I was just super excited to see this. It made me so happy when I saw the daily candle where it ended. So I made this early Friday when price was hovering around in this zone. We were trading all the way down here into the $33 range, $32 range, I think, when I made the video. And we called out this zone right here as a resistance, a former support created resistance. So price crossed this support. As you can see here, it was support from previous price action. It was a very strong support, and I was super sad to see it get broken. However, this support showed so strong, it came all the way back up to respect this line. Now, moving closer, we can see here it is literally right on the support. And now when I drew that line, price was hovering around this area, so I had no idea it would respect this line to the exact. It is literally so close, right on that line, and you can now see how strong this support really is for NIO, guys. It's a super, super important support. It was resistance, came back up, and respected this as a support still. So as you can see, it came down, totally broke on the 30-minute. We could then created this support here where we thought this was going to be. And then it came back up, crossed above to close above on the daily, which is amazing. Now, since it respected this so strongly as a support, I think this is an excellent area for us to take it then up to this next resistance here at 51. I personally am super bullish on NIO. I think, obviously it's been going down very, very quickly the past couple weeks, days, mostly because of their earnings that they came out with. A lot of people weren't super bullish on their earnings. However, I was not totally that distressed about their earnings. I mean, they still came out Q4 with $1 billion in revenue, guys. This company is incredible. They are selling, they are making money. And the reason that they still had such a high net loss is because they're reinvesting in their business. They want to make sure that they have the plants and everything necessary to create cars and meet demand. This is a very high demand company, and they want to make sure they're ready. They want to make sure that their everything is done right. Their batteries are great. Their motors are great. They just want to make sure that everything is ready once they start ramping up their production. But yeah, so for the technical side, obviously this 3738 zone right here, or support, is very strong, and this is the perfect play to take this up, in my opinion, to probably 5168. This is where we would start taking partial profits. Either here, or we could use the 50 EMA as a potential price target eventually. And then as this company continues to grow, this would be then our next support here. We could even probably draw it up a little higher. No, let's call it here. Right here on this resistance, as you can see, it came up, couldn't break through here. So then our next price target would be the $63 range. But yes, so if you were able to catch anything below the $38 range, I think you're getting incredible value on NIO as a long-term play. I think NIO is a long-term play. I think their financials are incredible. They just did not meet the expectations of certain key investors. I mean, you have big banks such as JP Morgan saying this is a buy stock. This is an opportunity to catch NIO at an incredible value. Anything under 38, we may never see NIO at this price again. This is an incredible stock. They have incredible technology with the battery swapping that no other company has, guys. This stock is incredible. And they also have potential deals with gas companies in China that will then start putting their battery swap components at their gas stations. They know that the EV sector is the future. So in their gas stations, you'll be able to drive up and swap out your batteries. That is absolutely incredible. I am super bullish about this company. And I think this price range is a great place for us to start taking it up from here. So yeah, if you were able to catch anything in here, obviously credible value, anything under $38, but this is the place to be. As you can see, NIO, we have their website. They have all their vehicles. They look absolutely fantastic. You can see their battery as a service I wanted to talk a little bit about. So no other car company also does this in the EV sector. Their battery swapping technology, you are able to rent their batteries and pay a smaller price for their cars, guys. Tesla, Ford, no other car company has this type of technology. You'll be able to buy the car at a discounted price, so way cheaper than any other EV vehicle, and then you will be able to rent out these batteries. You'll be able to drive up to the gas station and just swap out your battery instead of taking it home and charging it as well, which will get rid of the distress that people have and worry about not being able to drive as far on a charge as much as gas. And that is a huge technology for them to have, and it brings in reoccurring revenue for NIO. NIO is heads above other EV companies with this technology, and I think it will take them well above the current price here at 38.37. But moving on, we have CCIV, and I will be getting into that right now. All right, guys, and we're back with CCIV, Churchill Capital, also known as Lucid Motors. So as you can see here, we had a huge rise to the top, all the way up to the $60 range, 65, and then we have a big fall down, currently trading at 24.40. So there's a huge gap here in price coming all the way down from 60s to the $24 range. That is mostly because Lucid Motors and CCIV kind of had a little difference. Lucid kind of backing out of their agreement a little bit, trying to get a higher valuation, get a little more money, as they should. The stock was way hyped up. They definitely have a lot of bullish sentiment, so they think they can get more money, and they definitely deserve it. But as you can see here, price has been coming back down, kind of following the market. We see a lot of empty wicks here and here, and that makes it a little hard to do technical analysis on this company, just because nobody's really sure where the price should be at. And there's not a lot of past price action to kind of show us where price is going to respect it, where like it's going to come up to, where it's going to stop. But going into a little bit of fundamental news about this company, CCIV, we have the forecast here on Lucid Motors on an article at Investor Place. And they're talking about Lucid Motors already has an electric powertrain manufacturing plant in Casa Grande, about an hour south of Phoenix. It is also building a second plant, so at full capacity, it can produce 365 electric luxury sedans called Lucid Air per year. Production will ramp up starting in 2022, important date. During the first year, they intend to make 20,000 EVs, and that is definitely a big increase in their production. We'll be seeing that in 22, and their revenue will be $2.2 billion. So that would be a big increase for them. They are also, by 2024, they are forecasting delivering 90,000 Lucid Airs and making $9.9 billion in revenue, plus EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, profits of $592 million. That puts the stock on a forward EV to sales ratio of 4.5 times. They are expecting this company to absolutely explode. That is a huge forecast for CCIV, and that's a big thing to live up to, definitely. From where they are at now, coming up and producing way more sedans, uh, definitely bumping up their EVs, and they are increasing revenues to 2.2 million in 2022, and then 2 years later, basically going up to almost 10 million and delivering 90,000, and that is absolutely ginormous. But if they do get the backing that they have been talking about, basically everyone's saying that this is a blank check company. They'll be giving so much funds, they'll be able to do whatever they want. If they can really come out with that many deliveries, I think they can definitely hit these revenue targets. But as obviously you can see that we're talking 2022 to 2024, and that is way in the future. And we are talking right now, what plays are we looking at currently? So moving back to the charts, let's look at some current plays that we can possibly look at. Looking at the 30-minute, this price right here, this last candle on the 30-minute chart came up, tested this 50-minute EMA, which I think is a pretty solid resistance. It kind of comes up right here to these two candles. We have wicks coming up to hit it here. So as you can see, it tested it multiple times trying to break this resistance, but it could not. So I think if we get a good break of this resistance, we could expect this price to come up past 24.86. That's where we would be looking for buys. We also have a good support formed here at 20.55. So anywhere above 24.86 is where I'd be looking to take some buys. You could then be looking, it's kind of tough, but you could see probably your first partial profit probably around 31.53. That's where the next strongest resistance would be formed at. And then honestly, I like the 200 EMA as our next price that we would be taking profits at. So first off, once it breaks this, we would then be taking it all the way up to 31.53. That would be our first price target if we get a clean break above this price right here at 24.86. We would then be taking it to here, taking partial profits, reducing risk. So what that looks like for you guys. We'd be taking our play would be initially here, price target here, and then risk somewhere at this candle right here, the previous candle. So that would be our risk. This would be our entry, and this would be our price target. Once price comes up to here, we'd be taking partials out of our position and moving our price targets up to the next zone, and also moving our risk up to these candles over here. We would then be lowering our risk, increasing our price target, and keeping our entry would then be formed here. So that would be the play for the buy. However, if it does come back down in this range, we are not taking anything. It's very, very rocky. As you can see, it's playing around a lot, and we do not want to be part of that. We want to be part of the clean moves up or clean moves down, and this is our best chance to go up. Is anything above 24.86. So that is our play for CCIV on the short term. But that is all the information I have for you guys today on NIO and CCIV. If you found value in this video and you enjoyed it, give a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and also think about following my Instagram. I have that link down below as well. But as always, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.